Good morning and welcome to another vlog. Today is Monday. I just finished taking my swab for the week, which was absolutely horrible. I hate doing swab testing, but it's done now. I've got a supervision this morning on the limbic system. We're gonna build a brain as well, using this Play-Doh. But yeah, I had breakfast this morning. It was eggs on toast. But today is gonna be fairly calm, but also a little bit busy because I have an extra a lesson today in the afternoon. But I'm gonna do lots of pre-reading and I think a bit of math, and that's really my only goal for today. And I need to go into town at some point, so hopefully that all goes well. It's currently, the sun is shining, so hopefully it continues to do so and I can stay in a positive mood. I made a brain in my supervision. It's a little bit sad, but it's, you know. So my hair's starting to look crazier and crazier throughout the day. But it's 11 o'clock now. I'm supposed to be doing a lecture, but all I keep getting is this screen saying, it seems you don't have access. So that's fun. That is what university online is like. Trying to go to a lecture, but it's not available. Someone sent an email to the person and hopefully they'll figure it out. But even the slides, they're coming up with an error. When you click on the slides, this is what happens. It's loading. Loading. See? Error. Failed to load PDF document. How helpful is that? Like, literally. So, until that works, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll read through the one piece of information from this lecture that I do have, which is the lecture summaries and the essay's titles. So, we will look at that. So, it took a while, but the lecture finally came up. I thought I'd show you my notes. This is how I usually make notes because I'm a quicker typer. I just write it out as it comes. I separate it into sections the best I can and make as many bullet points because I'm great at reading bullet points. But that's what I get out of our lecture. I do copy some of what's on the slides if I think I'm not going to necessarily use the slides, because I didn't love the slides in this lecture. Don't think I'll print them out. But she said a lot of things outside of what was on the slides that I wrote in my notes, and that's why I padded it with what was in the slides so that my notes are actually complete here and I don't need to print out the thing. I hope that makes sense, but it does vary from lecture to lecture because some lectures have really comprehensive slides and I don't tend to make as many notes for that, and I'll just try to get as much out of the lecture as I can. I'll just like listening, whereas this one I did a lot of pausing, like to make sure I got down key points. So yeah, I think I'm not sure if I'm gonna have lunch because I had the rest of my mango slices, but I'm gonna take a look at the PBS 2 supervision work that was just assigned to me, and then I'm gonna go into town. I'm just heading out to town now, so I have a list of things I need to get done. I think I'm gonna pick up a book, some medicine, and some printing. Achey, and I've talked to my mom and had dinner, and now I've made myself dessert. Gorgeous. I think I'm literally going crazy because I cannot find my book anywhere. My room is not that large, and I literally had my book like 2 or 3 hours ago, and it should be somewhere in the vicinity of my bed, but I cannot find it anywhere. I've checked underneath all my covers, I've checked underneath my bed, I've checked underneath everything. It's not here. I'm kind of stressed about it. I don't know where it's gone. I found my book. Hello vlog. I'm in my PJs, but it is in fact 2 o'clock. I haven't had lunch. I haven't gotten dressed. But I have watched 2 lectures and completed a task I wanted to do and my math. And I called home because it was my mom's birthday today, so happy birthday to her. We watched her open presents and we sang happy birthday, and then I had a nice conversation with my dad about the brain. So I'm now just eating candy floss grapes, which do in fact taste like candy floss, by the way. I've also been snacking on crisps this morning, and for breakfast I had a banana and a banana muffin. That's for my day. I don't have any more plans. I think I want to go in town to pick up a package, but I don't really want to go into town, so maybe I'll just go on a walk, assuming it doesn't rain. But I do need to leave the house. I still don't have a plan to leave the house. I have a supervision at 3, and a tutor meeting at 4:30, so that's what my plan is for the rest of the afternoon after I spend the next hour doing more brain research, because I'm just trying to understand the brain. It's quite a complex thing, I have to say. You can't just sit down in one sitting and understand the brain, sadly, as much as I wish that was the case. But yeah, I've just been reading a bunch of this textbook and making flashcards, and yeah, it's been a day. It's only 2. It is, no. I'll talk to you later. This is me in my PBS 1 supervision. PBS 1 just goes over some broad topics in psychology. I look like an absolute mess in this supervision, but it doesn't matter because it's just me, 2 other girls, and our supervisor. This was such a good supervision. I spent most of it just listening or discussing the topic that we wrote our essay on that week. I also made a few notes here about some interesting points they made. It was a really good supervision, although my Wi-Fi did cut out and I had to connect my computer to my phone's data in quite mad rush. I just finished my supervision and my tutor meeting. They both went well, although it is now getting dark outside and I haven't left the house, and I think I'm gonna slip on some trousers and just go for a quick walk outside because I need fresh air and I haven't gotten it. And so yeah, let me do that now. Good morning. It's been a while since I last vlogged. I went to bed quite early last night, but I'm having breakfast. Yummy. And I've got 2 lectures this morning, and I'm going to the gym this afternoon. And besides that, I'm just gonna do a bit of work and reading and yeah, get on with my life. Heading off to the gym now. Today's been a very slow day. I have the gym to myself. Just finished my workout. It's so weird being in here alone. Good morning. It's been a while since I last vlogged. I have a lecture this morning, and then I have a supervision right after, and then I've got a practical and our practical at 2, so that's really all I've got today. But it means I am actually leaving the house and I can show you my supervision. I thought I'd also give you a little rundown of what a supervision was. Not right now, but afterwards. Kind of what we do in a supervision. Obviously they vary, but I'll give you my experience. And yeah, on my way to the supervision. Just gotta get my bike. You can see me here in a mad rush to get to my supervision because my bike had a flat tire and I had 15 minutes to get to Corpus from my house, so I wasn't late for my supervision. It was a bit of a stressful time. So I probably look completely insane, and this isn't the time that I'm going to tell you how supervision works, because basically my bike had a flat. I probably already told you this, but now I have to go sort it out. I'm taking it to a bike shop, which should be fine, but I've also just realized how much work I'm going to have to do because my PBS 2 Supervision Suit 1 work has come in. I have a bunch of stuff I need to go print out, so I'll do that. I'm going to eat breakfast lunch and then take my bike to the shop, and hopefully, yeah. Today's a bit crazy. I wasn't planning on doing all this, and I was hoping to go over neurons and stuff, but I think I'm just going to push that to the side. I don't need to do that. It was more just for learning and stuff, but calming down. Already heading out again because my bike, I'm actually so frustrated. But I'm just going to walk it up and then drop it off and get my errands done, and hopefully it'll be done by 2 so I can get home for my practical. I'm doing an exercise to help my pectorals, I think that's what they're called. I feel better because they're in so much pain from yesterday's workout at the gym. So, you're just gonna join me on the ground. So I thought I would tell you, I'm sorry this is distracting, but I thought I'd tell you how my my supervision went. Basically, the way, this is a math supervision, so they're definitely different than other supervisions, but I get given a question sheet that has to do with the lectures for that week. We do it, we submit it the day before the supervision. I don't know why I get all these words mixed up. And then we basically go through it and any questions that we have about it. If there's a question we struggled on, particularly, we'll like work through it, and he'll have us write on a piece of paper, like a big piece of paper, the solutions if he thinks we can do it. Funnily enough, for this supervision, I didn't do question 4. I cannot figure out why, but he wanted me to do it, and he was convinced that I had done it, and I thought I had done it, but it wasn't on my paper, like anywhere. So yeah, I tried to do the problem, then realized I didn't actually know the problem. I was shown how to do it, and I was like, oh, I probably could have done that. So that was a little bit silly of me, but also it was fine because it's a supervision and no one judges, and I love supervisions. Like, I'm just gonna say that now, I absolutely love supervisions. So my quick overview is we go through this question sheet, and then basically any questions we have about the topic in general. So yeah, we have discussions about things, whether or not we think something. So we'll like talk about our work and like why we did certain things. So if you worked out a problem separately, like a different way to other people, then like you'll explain what your thinking was. And I have to do practical now, and that was a lot of rambling. I'm not sure I really told you what a supervision really was. Oh, the basic supervisions are small group teaching, where you basically have a postgraduate or a lecturer or someone who knows what they're talking about, basically goes through the content you're going through in lectures in small groups, and you will do that either through essays or for me question sheets in maths, or I know there are different other forms, but those are the only ones I have been given. We've been given some exam style questions for one of my whatever they're called, supervisions, and yeah, they're just a really good time for you to ask questions, think through things. Your supervisors will ask you like thought-provoking questions, and there's no judgment. They just want to hear what your thoughts are. Oh, it's really funny though, because basically I feel like whenever I speak, I think of the most like unintelligible way of saying things. Like I don't seem to use all the keywords, and so I will ramble on about absolutely nothing, and my supervisor can still find something positive out of it. And honestly, I always leave a supervision feeling absolutely buzzed, like in terms of like an academic high. That's what I like to call it. I just feel like I've learned and talked so much, and I feel so smart all of a sudden. And yeah, I really love supervisions, and they really do make Cambridge, I think, because otherwise you're just watching lectures, and what even is the point? I have a smoothie to drink while I do my practical, my art practical. Hopefully it's not too difficult. So I'm just about done with my practical, but I thought I would open up my mom's package, which I've already done it, but and I've got all the clothes that she sent. They're all my exercise stuff that I left at home because I didn't think I'd actually be able to exercise. But in it, she also slid in a little note, which was very sweet, some chocolate, and a picture of my knit lamp half off. This is my workspace right now. Beautiful. I'm gonna write some of my, not gonna write anything, I'm gonna do some infanticide reading after this, and I'm gonna decide which question I want to do for the personality question, and maybe start that reading on that. I think I'm really on top of things right now. Like, I didn't feel quite on top of things, but if I just accepted the fact that I'm not going to do neurons today, then I've got plenty of time, so yes. So I've had dinner, go me, and now I'm going to take a shower to save my muscles. I'm going to do like a hot then cold and then hot cold shower, because honestly my muscles just keep getting worse and worse, and it hurts so bad, and I have to go rowing tomorrow. And I know they're still going to hurt tomorrow morning, but I don't want them to hurt worse than they are now. So, yeah. Good morning. It's 6:45. I don't know why I'm awake. Well, I do. I'm going to rowing. But it's too early to be awake. Also, all my muscles still absolutely ache. That's not really fun. But I've got rowing today. Hopefully it's not too difficult because, I mean, seriously, my muscles really, really do hurt. And I think it's going to be a struggle just to ride my bike there, so yeah. Hello! I got back from rowing, so I didn't show you any of rowing today. It was all a bit of a mad rush. It was super windy out there, and I was absolutely freezing, so I didn't actually feel the pain in my muscles. Like, I was just so cold I couldn't feel it. But I'm eating this now, and I'm watching a lecture, which should be hopefully pretty good, and yeah, the rest of my day is pretty packed. I've got lots of things I plan to do, and I have another lecture after the one I'm watching, and I've got an arguing session, so woohoo! But out in the water today was actually crazy, because there were so many, like, novices, and non-novices as well. At one point, I think I saw 10 novice crews out on the water, and there was, like, a big boat coming through. It was bad, and also it was windy, and so, like, everybody was all over the place, and my crew did alright, and yeah. They have girls pretty big. Basically, I don't know if you heard, but my last video, clip that I showed you, the fire alarm was going off, and yeah, it was just going off, and we couldn't figure out why. I don't know if it was a drill, but we didn't have anyone, like, to tell us it was a drill, so we all had to leave the house, and they called the porters to figure out how to turn it off. But that's assuming there's no fire in the house, so I'm in the house now. Hopefully there's no fire. I'm just gonna make some notes until my lecture in 30 minutes. Woohoo! Good morning, vlog. I haven't been vlogging, sorry. It's now Saturday. Last thing I think I showed you was erging last night, which, by the way, hurt. Because my arms were in so much pain before, like, using my arms and my legs. I was so stiff afterwards, and then I had a bit of a panic about one of my essays that it's not due till next Monday, but I just didn't understand the question. I think I'm going to change which question I'm answering, because I don't like the question, and it's going to require a lot of reading if I want to, like, even get close to, like, an understanding of the question, so I can start, like, trying to answer the question, and I'd rather just do the other question, which will be a little bit easier. But yeah, I woke up quite early today. I woke up at 7:30. Well, actually, it was 7:15, and it's Saturday. Keep that in mind. I am waking up too early. It's a Saturday weekend. But I wanted to be productive because I wasn't very productive last night. And I have been productive this morning. I finished writing my essay plan for the infanticide essay. It's quite a good essay plan, I think. I've got my math lecture this morning, about 15 minutes, although I think it's probably up already and I can watch it now. And then I'll probably do some math homework that goes along with whatever we did in lecture today. But after that, I'm going to spend the whole rest of the day basically going through personality, and I'm going to figure out the question I am going to answer, and I'll start the reading, and I'm going to drink lots of tea. I look exactly the same, but it is now 12:47. I've made myself some chips and a chicken sandwich thingy, which is going to be really yummy, and then I'm reading a book while I eat that, and then once I finish that, I'm going to just do personality stuff for the rest of the evening, and then I'll maybe take a break sometime in there, go into town, pick up some candy for Halloween, and maybe some green beans because I need vegetables, and then I'll come back, maybe do some more personality, and maybe either watch some movies tonight, carve a pumpkin, maybe go over to the neighbor's house. We'll see. It's just, I want to celebrate Halloween in some way, so. Just heading out to take a break, and I'm going to head to the shops. Woohoo! Just excuse the mess in my room, but I'm going to show you my haul of what I got at the shop. Basically, I got the hair bows, and then I got lots of lollies, a chocolate bar, and squishies. I also got some, what are they called? I got wraps, sweet potato wraps, and canned green beans because I need some health in my diet as well, but my main reason for going was candy because it's Halloween, so. Sorry I didn't vlog earlier. I went on a walk basically with two of my housemates and one of my housemates' friends, and we were gonna go to Spoons, but it was a really long line that wasn't moving, so we decided to move on to like another pub, but I didn't actually want to go into the pub, so I just walked home and talked to my parents. But it was just nice going out on Halloween because there were lots of people all dressed up, and there was this one guy who was like it wasn't quite like it was like a roller thingy, I don't even know what you call it. It looked like he was floating, but it was touching the ground, and he was rolling, and it was very cool, and he was dressed like a reaper, and there was just lots of costumes. It was a fun atmosphere, and I was just glad I went out, but also glad I came home when I did, because now I get to have my own enjoyable evening of reading a book and drinking some Coke and eating some candy. It's a little bit lonely, but also I had some social interaction, and I'm gonna enjoy my own company as well, so yeah, I really wish I had filmed some when I was out, because there was actually a really cool moon out. Maybe I'll go outside and show you it, because apparently it's a blue moon, which is it's the second full moon in a calendar month, which my dad just told me that. And it's the first time since 1942, I think this one is around 1982, something too, that there's a blue moon on Halloween. So, fun fact, that's quite cool, but yeah, I'm just gonna have an enjoyable evening in. Well, I'm on my way to church now, but I will talk to you later. Hi, I am just heading out now for my trip to Grantchester, so hopefully that's good. So I'm not really sure when I filmed last, but my evening has been very chill. I've just cleaned my room a bit, ate food, and talked to my mom. I even watched another Halloween movie. I know Halloween was yesterday, but still feeling this Halloween spirit, so yeah. But it is now bedtime, and I need to finish this vlog, so I thought I would just check in and say it's been a week, another week. Time is weird. Also, I haven't said anything about this, but basically lockdown has been announced again. Universities and schools are staying open, but we can't do anything exercisey, so no more rowing for me, although I will have rowing on Wednesday and erging on Tuesday, but then rules come into effect on Thursday that I can no longer socialize with people really outside my house, which is gonna be depressing. But maybe I will become closer with my housemates. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm pretty sure it's shorter, maybe not. But if you did enjoy this vlog, please like and subscribe for more content. And yeah, I have 4.5 more weeks of this. Craziness, but we're getting through it. Bye!